guys, welcome to another INFJ ramble. I hope you are doing well, and I hope you are having a safe and pleasant holiday season. Today I was gonna make a video on when I add a D. Anyways, I was gonna make a video on relationships. And if you've been watching my videos for some time now, I seem to have a low key obsession with understanding relationships. And the reason why I am obsessed with this subject matter is because if you think about it, we are here to relate, whether that be to ourselves, to other people, to our environment, to our surroundings, you know, relate through experiences. You know what I mean? It's all about relation. If we weren't supposed to relate, then we probably wouldn't be here, and we probably would be in some other dimension or space or time where we're just kind of by ourselves. So that's why I think relationships are so important, or at least understanding the dynamics of relationship. And for me, I think relationship should first and foremost start with yourself. And I think that's why, like in a lot of my videos, I encourage people to foster self-awareness, you know what I mean? Because a lot of times when we aren't aware of things within ourselves, when we aren't aware of our operating system, life can get a little confusing, and things may not happen the way we want them to based on our expectations and our mental constructs. And if you don't understand why that's happening, it's probably because you haven't developed a healthy relationship with yourself, and I feel like you are the foundational point. I know, like, maybe some people think that, like, prioritizing yourself is maybe self-centered. And if you think about it, I don't know, is it self-centered? Yes and no. I feel like a self-centered person is someone who is very selfish and maybe arrogant and maybe egoistical and maybe narcissistic. I think that's selfish. But if you are investing your time and attention in yourself so that you can become your truest self, I don't think that is necessarily selfish, because you're not only doing it for yourself, you're doing it for the evolution of the people you interact with and also the environments that you enter, and the experiences, But what was I going to say? Yeah, relationship with self is a foundational keystone, So I feel like if you can invest in yourself and understand yourself and understand, like, why you are the way you are and why you are triggered the way you're triggered, and like your inner workings in general, I feel like that is the greatest gift that you can give to yourself and to the world, and I feel like the more you invest in yourself, the better you will be when you go out and you interact with others. And I think that will also reflect in the way you relate to other people and the way you relate to experiences and your environments, because once you can kind of like pinpoint like traumas and triggers and then put in the necessary time and effort to evolve from your current space, that kind of helps on a mass conscious level. You kind of like help propel the mass consciousness into a higher state of being, just by perceiving, perceiving and seeing and being who you actually are, aside from all of the identities that you've created, And then if we were to step into another vein, it's really important to understand the way your mind operates, you know, and what its function is. Because I don't think people realize that a lot of problems are birthed literally from your mind, you know? Think about it. Yeah. I don't know, like today, like I was observing some other people, including myself, and I noticed anytime I was triggered, I would react. But then the trigger came from my mind, you know, whether it be like I expected something to be a certain way, or I was trying to control something, or, you know, I was being triggered. It all, the problem literally was birthed from my mind, like from a thought. You know, it starts with a thought, but the thought is generated from your mind, you know, based off of your sensory, um, I don't know, the way you like sense things. Anyways, I don't know if I'm making sense, but I'm like super hypey right now and I have so much energy and I didn't know where to put it. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to make a video on relationships. Yeah. So, yeah, first and foremost, man, you're the most important investment. You know, like attention and time should go towards knowing thyself so that you can become your truest self. And you can also take stock of things that are no longer in alignment with who you are and no longer things you've outgrown. And you can just kind of like start chopping away and discarding such things. You know, be like a tree and then let the leaves drop and then sweep it up and make it into mulch or something. Anyways, I hope you are having a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. And oh my God, the new year is right around the corner. Isn't that crazy how quickly life is passing by? And for me, it's just like every time like I catch myself being like in a negative state of mind, I do acknowledge that. And I do like allow myself to feel that, you know, because that's how we heal, right? You have to feel to heal. But I also like in the back of my mind, I'm like, dude, time is so short and we should be savoring every moment of life, regardless of how it shows up, you know? Um, anyways, I will stop talking because I have a tendency to talk and ramble and stuff. But thank you for being here, and I hope you are well. Blessings to one and all. Amen.